So first thing we're going to do for an in-cab brake test is I'm going to turn my key to the on position. My air pressure is at 96 psi. I'm going to start with my brake test first. I'm at 96 psi. Would you like to hear my governor kick out? They say yes. I'm going to do a startup. And I'm going to get up to the governor kickoff between 100 and 125 psi. My governor just kicked out at between 100 and 125 psi. I'm going to shut the truck off, turn the key to the on position. My wheels are currently chalked. My ABS indicator turns on and then turns off. And then I'm going to push in my brake valve without my feet on the brake pedal. And I'm going to start out with my static brake check. I'm going to push down on the brake pedal and let our air pressure stabilize, and we shouldn't lose any more than 3 psi in 1 minute while listening for air leaks. So I'm going to push down on the brake pedal, and both of my gauges have stabilized at 106 psi. So I'm starting my timer. I'm going to roll down my window and tell them that I do not hear any audible air leaks outside of the cab. And it has been a minute, and I still have 106 psi in there, which means we did not lose any more than 3 psi. Next brake test, I'm going to fan the brakes down, and at 60 psi, we should have a low air pressure warning devices activate, like lights or alarm. So on my dash, I do have 3 lights indicating that I do have low air pressure. This truck, the truck has to be running in order to hear the audible buzzers. Next thing I'm going to do is pump the brakes down to 40 psi, and we're going to make sure that our brake valve applies, engaging the spring brakes. And 40 psi, my my brake valve applied, engaging the spring brakes, and now I'm going to do a safe start and build up the truck to the governor cutoff between 100 and 125 psi. While that happens, I'm going to talk about all my safety features inside of the cab, starting with my seat belt. No rips, tears, or frays, and it latches properly. All of my windows are clean and clear, no cracks or breaks. My mirrors are all secured and adjusted properly to me. I have no more than 10 degrees of play in the steering wheel. I have my city horn and my air horn. I do have my left turning signal indicator, my right turning signal indicator, my 4-way indicator, my light switch works. So I have my low beams and my high beams work. I have my wiper fluid that works, and I have my wiper works on all speeds. I have my transmission temperature gauge that's in the operating range. My brake application, I hit the brake and it rises and lowers. My air pressure is rising as we speak. My oil pressure is in operating range for idle, and it rises when I hit the gas pedal. My speedometer worked on the way here. My tachometer rises when I hit the gas pedal. I have enough fuel and depth for the trip. My coolant temperature is at the proper operating range. Oil temperature is at the proper operating range. Both of my front and rear axle temperatures are in operating range, and my suspension load is in good operating range as well. This is my engine brake. It works properly. And this is my shifter. We're currently neutral and is working, indicating properly. And then I On this side, I have my ABC fire extinguisher that's secured in the green. On your side, on the passenger side, we have our 3 reflective triangles, and then I have spare fuses in the glove box as well. Nothing on the floor, gonna go up underneath the pedals, nothing in my vision. And then we are just about to our governor kickoff, so I'm just gonna rev it up just a little bit to get to the kickoff just a little bit quicker. So the governor kicked off between 100 and 125 psi. Now what I'm going to do is take out my wheel chocks. Alright, next thing I'm going to do is do a tug test, but this truck has a safety feature that will not let it go into gear if I try to pull forward with the parking brake applied. I will show you. I'm currently still in neutral, even though I hit my D. We do not move anywhere. Next test I'm going to do is I'm going to do my 50-foot brake check. I'm going to pull ahead at 5 miles an hour, taking my hands off the steering wheel, making sure that my steering wheel doesn't go to the left or right, indicating that the brakes are properly adjusted. There's 5. And my brakes are properly adjusted.